Here, Pete, what do we know about this?
Well, DHS says this new terrorism advisory is not based on any actual threats or plots, but it says there's a rise in anti-government rhetoric. Some of it is opposition to COVID public health rules like mask and vaccine measures. Some calls for violent action are based on claims of election fraud or a belief that Donald Trump can be reinstated. And DHS says the coming 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks and religious holidays later this year could be catalysts for violence. It says this new terrorism advisory is not based on any actual threats or plots.
Alright, so I'm just making this video. This isn't scripted. This is just me talking into a microphone completely. So after I got that video from Memology 102, link in the description, I decided I wanted to make this commentary because, let's be honest, stupid computer. Anyway, let's be honest. After what happened on January 6th and all the conversation that's been said about it, it honestly doesn't faze me, the possibility that there could be something on 9/11. Here's the deal. I'm not going to pretend like I can see the future or that I know what could happen or whatever. No one predicted January 6th, so I'm just saying. And then all the other stuff that's ever happened on that anniversary, like what happened with Benghazi. So you know I'm on to something, but here's my point. I could be completely wrong and nothing happens and all the hype and hysteria and people like me who are, I guess you could say, going all alarmist about it are just a bunch of fools, and if that happens, then you know what, I roll the dice and claim my consequence. But in the off chance that I'm right and that something does happen, I'm making this prediction the day before, just to prove that this video exists. So anyway, my prediction is that something might happen. I don't know where, don't know what time, but point is, if something does, the government is going to, under Biden's administration, claim that it was a right-wing attack or some type of revolt against his administration, and I guarantee it will be out of response to what all these other politicians and senators have been saying about his mandate on, COVID vaccine or not vaccinated to the people of employment, and that this would affect about 100 million Americans right now. So that being the supposed reason for why this revolt will happen, this will be possibly the beginning of some excuse to establish martial law. This will be a massive propaganda that will be spread all over the news, everywhere, and all kinds of conversations about censorship and the removal of freedoms and concentration camps will happen. And one of the biggest things that'll be spread over the internet that'll be constantly censored will be people sharing videos proving that the whole thing was a giant cover-up, used propaganda tool by showing that none of the people either had guns or that the police let them through, like what happened on January 6th. There will be people sharing all kinds of evidences. I don't know, I'm just saying there will be people doing it. And everyone will be listening to Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. They'll be listening to Google. They aren't going to go to Bing because they aren't going to do that, but instead they'll do otherwise. So point is, that's also going to happen if it happens. Now, again, I could be wrong, and I'll have to live my life being foolish or being called foolish for this. But I still stand by. If something happens, at least I called it out. Whatever happens, let's at least honor those who lost their lives on this day. Whether you believe bombs of the melting you know what I'm talking about. Point is, people died. So whether you believe the official narrative or whatever conspiracy, let's honor those who died this day by having a moment of silence at some point. God bless, good journey, Christ loves you, and take care.